Hi, this is Eddie from Eddie's Pottery, and what I'm doing is I'm going to take, these are 2 feet long boards, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it down the middle, and then I'm going to trim it, and we're going to make a trimming tool for clay, and make a box, and then I'm going to put the fishing line, and I'm going to weave it back and forth on the box to where it's you know so far apart on the box, and then you take the whole box and you take a tube of clay, and you can take the box and cut the whole tube of clay in equal pieces. So yes, and that way hey, you have exactly the same amount for every piece that you would be making. So, and we're going to measure all this out and get her cut, and then I'm going to show you the results when I'm done. So hey, so we will go through the process of trimming it and everything and putting it together. And hey, stay with me, because I'm pretty sure if you're a potter and you want to make exact pieces over and over and over again, you would use a tool like this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make 3 of these. I'm going to make 3 of these tools to cut clay with. So hey, that way I'll have different weights of dimensions on the clay. So hey, stay with me, and hey, I'll show you how I do it as I go along. What I'm doing is I'm going to cut these 2 3/8 of an inch wide. So that's basically down the center of this, so that I can have a certain amount of stock on each side of it, because I'm going to make a square box out of it, or a rectangle box out of this. So okay, camera's running again. Okay, I've cut all of my I have 3 boards that I cut each one in half. That made them 2 3/8 of an inch wide, and now I'm going to cut 6 inches off for the ends of it. So do this real quick, and then we'll get all the rest of this put together. So all right, there's that one, and so actually what I'm going to be doing is that's going to be one side, and this is going to be another side, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and we're going to remove all of these like so, and I'm going to attach each one of these ends together, so I'll make a nice little rectangle. When I get all this done, then I'm going to show you what I did, and then I'll show you the next step to do. Okay, now as you can see, I cheated a little bit by, instead of taking a hammer and a nail and nailing the ends on, I took a nailer, and I nailed two on each end to hold it up there. But then I I drilled a hole in the middle of it, because I want to put one big screw in there, because the nailers, yeah, it's going to hold it on there, but it's not going to do a good enough job for what I want to make sure it's going to last a long time. So I drilled a hole all the way into it, did a pilot hole, and then I'm putting I think that's about a 3-inch screw. I don't know, 2.5 to 3. 2.5. It's 2.5 inches long. Okay. But you want to make sure you don't put it in too tight because this will split. So you just take it nice and easy, snug it up, flush, and that rascal is going to hold it for a long, long time. As long as you don't run over it with a truck or a car, it's going to last you a good long time. But just be careful on snugging that up at the end so it doesn't split. All right, doing that. I got 2 more for this end, and this way I know it's going to last a long time. So, measured off and marked 1 inch all the way across this. 1 inch all the way across this, and I did that on the other side. As you can see, 1 inch lines going all the way across it, and I put little lines on the side of it too, as you can see. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a hacksaw. Hacksaw is made for metal, but it's got a really fine blade, and that's why I'm wanting to use it on this. What I want to do is take in, just make a small indentation, get it started just a little bit. See, you only need just a little bit to get it started, and you put it on both sides and try to get you about a 1/16 of an inch cut in this wood, because it doesn't have to be very deep, as you can see. And that's all I need to do. Okay, that way when you run the line across here, it'll hold it in that spot, especially when we do all the other things we're going to do to it. Now, I'm going to shut the film off, or the camera off right now, and I'm going to finish cutting this, and then I'm going to start putting some screws in the side. I'll show you how to do that, and that way you'll understand exactly why you only need to do a 1/16 of an inch deep. There's 2 different ways you can do this, and I found out the second way is easier. This is the first way. At the end of each cut, I put a screw in all the way down the side of this whole thing, which was, hey, it works, but it's truly unnecessary. What you need to do then is do what I did on the other side, which will make it much quicker with less screws. So I skipped every other one, and that way, because what you're going to do is when it comes through, you're going to thread it just down at an angle and over, and I will show you when I'm doing this, which I will do it right now. Okay, here we go. Now I started with this one right here, and I got 2 different size screws. It doesn't matter what size the screw is, just as long as it doesn't go out the other side of the board, you know. So, and one of the greatest things that I've ever come across was, I like garage sales and I like flea markets. I bought this whole roll of monofilament line, and it's 80-pound test, so I don't believe it's ever going to break on me for what I'm doing. So I'm not out there catching shark, tuna, or something like that. So hey, but no, I made a loop. I made a loop on the end of that. I put it over the very first screw, and then I started weaving it back and forth. That goes straight across there, and put it across the one over here on that side, went back up, put it across that one, went back to this side, keeping it really good and tight, then put it over that screw, over the next screw, back up to the next groove, take it back across like so, and what you do is you just keep weaving it back and 1/4. I'm hoping you can see this is okay. So, and then put it into that groove. The next one, over the next 2, go back up that, thread it right there, back across again. Yep, just kind of tying it, and then I'll try to snug the screw up just a little bit so that, you know, hey, I want it to I don't want it to go anywhere. Hey, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not, but hey, you get the idea. All right, now let's see if I can't snug this up just a touch on all these. I'm just gonna snug them just a little bit. Don't want it tight, overly tight, because I don't want it to pinch through that monofilament. Just snug each one up a little. Let's go try this rascal out in the studio. And now see, this one here is 1 inches. Now I'm gonna cut that tube, and then I'm gonna measure it to show you how much each and every one of them weighs. So hey, here we go. Into the studio we go. Okay, back in the house, in the studio, and I got my scale there, and I've got plenty of clay to cut, and I'm gonna lay it down there, and I'm gonna see how well this rascal works. So, be the first time used, and this is all 1 inch. 1 inch increments. So this will give me an accurate amount of weight for every piece. Everything will be the same, I know that. So hey, that's what I was hoping for. So I will. Boom. All right. Now, this is sound effects, and 8 ounces, 7.8, 7.8, 7.8. See what else we got. And 8 ounces. So roughly you're going to get about a half a pound for every one. When it's an inch like that, it's going to be a half a pound, which is actually, if I'm doing a whole bunch of different things that is that particular size, I will, it's like let me see here, half a pound. I believe all my spoon holders that I made, I believe all of these right here were half a pound. I got 2 more of these clay cutters that I've got made out there. I still got to put cut the little notches in all the way along it, but those were done at 1 inch increments. Next one I'm going to do 1.5, and then I'm going to do a 2 inch one. So that should mean the 1.5 or 2 inch. The 2-inch ones should be a pound then. So hey, 1 pound. Hey, that way everything is all done. I'm liking this. So hey, everybody, hopefully everyone can make one of these that's going to do a lot of pieces that are exactly the same. Hey, you might as well cut it all at the same time. It's done, it's over with. You don't have to spend time keep measuring every piece every time you want to cut one. It's already done for you. Do it one time and it's over with. So hey, everybody, thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody's getting well out there due to the COVID-19, and give me a comment, thumbs up or whatever. I'll see you, talk to you later. Bye for now. Eddie's Pottery.